An orchestra is a reflection of the community in which it exists. And we are so incredibly excited to launch our season. I was always involved in music in one way or another. I started as a boy pianist, but quickly I realized that I need to be with people. Like, I'm a people person. This music makes me feel a certain way. I was too young to really understand like why or how, but I knew there was something very special about it. And the first time I got to see an orchestra live, I said to myself, I'll do anything it takes to be on that stage at some point, because it's magic. It's real magic.
In the final moment, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. I hope it never gets old for me. There's a special spark at wowing the audience, which is probably why, out of all the things I play in, the symphony is my favorite. I love being in Sheboygan Symphony. This has been, it's been the musical group that I have been a part of for longer than anything else I've been a part of. When I first came into the area, way back in 1986 and started my teaching career, I had the father of a college classmate where he said the symphony needed a trombone player to come in and sub. Would I come and play? And I decided to stick around and try to help be part of building something that might be great. Music is part of my being. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it. It's like eating or breathing. I can't imagine a life without it.
We have a brand new conductor. This is going to be his first season. His name is Ernesto Estigarribia. I think Ernesto brings a lot of exuberance and energy and happiness to the podium. He's got a lot of new ideas for programming. He brings in a more worldly, different repertoire. And so I think he's going to bring new energy to the stage.
I'm originally from Paraguay, and I am delighted to be here in Wisconsin. This is a fabulous orchestra in a wonderful community, and we are gearing up towards our first concert of the season. Our season opener is in just a couple of weeks, and we are so incredibly excited to launch our season.
I realize how special it is for a community this size to have a symphony orchestra of its own. This symphony orchestra has been in existence for over 100 years. In fact, this will be its 104th season, but it is still running. And that's kind of amazing for an orchestra this size.
Well, the Sheboygan Symphony is the longest continually operating symphony in the state of Wisconsin. So it has a national reputation. So when this position opened up, I did not hesitate to, throw my name in there. And it's a very close community of musicians. Everybody wants to get better. Everybody wants to work hard and to give the best version of themselves for the audience and for this wonderful community. I am humbled every time I think about that fact that this orchestra has been around for more than 100 years, and here we are trying to build what the next 100 years look like. An orchestra is a reflection of the community in which it exists. And Sheboygan is a very cultured place, and we have become part of that cultural fabric of what it is to be here in Sheboygan County.
I grew up in Green Bay. I had no idea what Sheboygan County was about or like, other than the best brats were produced here. wasn't until I borrowed a friend's beat-up old Volkswagen and drove down to Oostburg and got my first job here in the county that I realized that musically it was special. People in almost every profession imaginable coming to do this. We had a bassoon player who was a surgeon, and every other walk of life, lawyers, construction workers, and you name it. So seeing all these walks of life in a group like that, especially after the group developed, was something I was very proud of, because I could come back to my students in this room and to point out to them that these people have found that in adult life they can still play. And that was maybe the most important thing, because as the orchestra changed and personnel came out, I could keep pointing to different examples of people in different jobs that they were still playing their trumpet or playing violin. We're all geared to do music.
Music is one of the very few activities that we know that actually stimulates both sides of the brain. There aren't very many activities. So it's a very powerful tool for education, for early development, early stimulation. Classical music is a universal thing. We are dealing with human emotion and the human condition. The complexity, the whole gamut of human emotion, and that humans all over the world feel the same emotions. You don't need any specialized education to understand joy. Everybody loves classical music. People just don't know it yet.